just a girl in Camas, Alicia King, and I am coming to you today from Barre3 in Vancouver, Washington. I'm in their awesome studio, and that's actually also why we don't have our shoes on, because in the studio they keep it so awesome and clean and lovely that we're doing the interview without shoes today, except we have let this sweet little girl leave her boots on today. And I am here because there's a story that caught my attention, and I had to reach out to this family and to Barre and find out about this fabulous family. If you haven't met them, this is the Quarry family. This is Adam, Katie, and Sadie. And they're actually a family of 5. Their 2 boys are not here today. But we are here to chat a little bit about Sadie because she has quite a special story. So Katie, first of all, Sadie, can you say hi?
Hi.
Hi, how are you today?
Good.
Good. Are you going to talk to us for a little bit? Yes. So we're going to get to know Sadie and her story, but just looking at Sadie as I did with some pictures I saw, you're taken with her right away. So Katie, tell us a little bit about Sadie's journey and kind of what brings us here today.
So Sadie's 2.5, and in November we discovered through several days at the hospital that she had leukemia. And so that was kind of at the middle, kind of leading into November. And so the process has just kind of been trying to figure out what she needs and what our family needs and how to care for her, trying to get the best care that we can for her and kind of delve into what she needs in the process.
Now, Sadie, I heard that you had a good test result this week. Did you see the doctor? Yes. And what did the doctor say? Can you tell us?
Good.
He said you're good? Are you getting healthy? Are you getting strong? Yes. So I'm sure you can only imagine a journey back in November that I can't even imagine actually what your family has gone through. Ironically, if you weren't shocked enough on Election Day, this is when you got the news about Sadie. So a lot of things going on that day. So Adam, you work for a beer and wine distribution company, or it's your company, right?
Correct.
Okay, so I know you do this as your work and you find out about this, and how did the businesses you work with respond kind of to your situation?
Well, the story is when we were in the hospital, my employees knew this was going on. I kind of shocked them on like a Sunday and said, we're going to the hospital. You may not hear from me. Hold down the fort. And they're the ones that actually kind of started the process out of the blue. My employee Jason Green and Corey Roberts kind of rallied together and brought an idea out to Caps and Taps in Camas and said, hey, the Corys are in the hospital. They just got this diagnosis. Do you guys want to do something? And from that very moment, literally they told me it spread like wildfire throughout our community. The beer and wine small business community is very tight all the way across the county, and it just spread like wildfire, and multiple customers of ours just volunteered to do nights of kind of giving and fundraising, giving back to us. So it's kind of where it all started.
I mean, I did see on Facebook, I remember seeing it started around Christmas time, the first Friday in Camas, Caps and Taps came out and had this big fundraiser, and people were talking about it. I had friends that said, are you going? And they're supporting this. And since then, I keep seeing businesses and individuals. And when I talked to Katie the other day, it's not just monetary that people are doing for you. Tell me how else people are coming together for you.
We've seen, meals. That's a big one. People have been willing to deliver meals. And people have lent us their yard service people to come and just cover our yard. People have sent me to the spa. People have sent tickets for our boys to go jump at like G6 or wherever, just for something for them to do. And lots of services as far as, helping with juggling everybody around. That's kind of the tricky part, trying to keep things intact for the boys and keep things as normal as we can for them and meet all of their needs and their sporting things while trying to keep her home and not exposed to everything.
Right.
So, yeah.
So to talk a little bit about where Sadie is. So Sadie was diagnosed with leukemia, and where her results are now and what the process is going forward, how does that look?
I always tell everybody it's a marathon, not a sprint. And especially in the beginning when everybody was giving, I said, you know, we maybe don't need anything right now, but I know you want to give, so if you want to give us something, you know, a meal or something down the road, it's just a long process. The greatest thing is that she's in remission, and what we've all learned is that remission is a great word, but also kind of a word that you think that maybe cancer's done, but really it just means that cancer is kind of done growing. So they've figured out a way to stop the growth, but really over the next, we're at 3.5 months in, you know, we still have another about 6 months of intensive therapy to go to basically make sure every cell in her body is cancer-free. And so it's a really long journey of multiple treatments. The doctors and the nurses at Randall's Children's have been amazing in helping walk us through the process and make it easy for her and have her be relaxed and understand. But it's really just a long-term journey of getting through. And the 9 months is kind of the first milestone, and then we still have a couple of years of regular treatments every couple months and follow-ups and things like that.
Ironically, Katie is a nurse at Randall's Hospital. And I know that this might be hard to articulate, but you are on the other side with this experience. So can you share a little bit maybe of what's changed you? I mean, I know your profession has been working with a lot of sick children, and now you're a parent going in with your child, getting medical help and hoping that it's a good journey there. So
Yeah, the journey really has been, I've been so impressed being on the other side. It's a whole different view, literally. And I think the biggest benefit for me is just knowing, I don't know anything about oncology before this. I've never practiced in oncology. And in the beginning, it was being able to advocate for her with minimal knowledge, but also being able to advocate as a family, like, you're talking over my head. Like, I don't know what that means.
Bring it down.
Because I want to be treated like a normal mom,
Right.
you know? Because I'm processing like a normal mom. Like, I'm not necessarily shooting from, you know, my nurse hip, you know? So I feel like that, just kind of learning that, it's caused a lot of, I think serenity is probably just, I feel peaceful. Like, I feel hopeful for her. I feel peaceful in the process in that she doesn't get scared, she doesn't cry, she doesn't get upset when we go. Actually, she asks me most days if we can go see the doctors. Because
they're obviously making it a good experience there
she's
for
so
her. as best
social,
as
and
they
it's
can.
her and I,
Yeah.
you know? So she's like, can we go see the doctors today so I can talk to some
Have
people?
time with you. And
So I feel like in that aspect, she is very resilient, and there's so many things that I've been thankful for. It's one of those things, leukemia I did not know, but it's something you're predisposed to. So she was
Interesting.
born with, if in a perfect storm, that her body would end up developing the leukemia cells. And so just kind of soul searching and processing and at first I was like, oh, but she's so little. And then I started to realize, you know, I'm kind of thankful that she's little because she won't remember. You know, and a lot of the things that are developmentally normal when you're older to process, she doesn't have to experience being self-conscious about being bald or, you know.
Right.
So it's really more us and managing the boys.
Well, because that changes, this experience changes everybody's journey, and
It changes who you are, like
Yeah.
how you process, what you think, you know, what's important.
right. Well, I think when I see your family and I see our city of Camas rallying around you and doing these fundraisers and giving you love and hoping to bring some peace and happiness on this journey, I love it. And this brings me to, this even goes outside of Camas. We're in Vancouver at the Barre3, and this is the lovely Stacy. And she teaches here at Barre3, and part of this interview is they're going to be doing a fundraiser here to support the family. And tell me a little bit about your fundraiser.
So we are having 2 classes on Friday, February 24th, a week from tomorrow, 4:15 and 5:30 p.m. We are asking for donations, suggested $20, but if you want to give more, great.
Love
if you
it.
can only give 10, we still want you to come. So
Love it.
we just want to pack the house for Sadie and show that support that they have been getting this whole time. We really want to kick Adam's butt at Barre3.
Are you coming?
He is coming.
Yay! I love it.
So And then also, Carrie, the owner here at Barre3, if you purchase a class package that evening, half of that will go towards them as well.
Wonderful. So just to give people a little bit, sometimes Barre3 people are intimidated, or they're like, what is it? Am I stretching? Are they pounding my stomach? What do you do here?
What are you gonna do?
So give us a little bit when people come to this class. What can they expect if they haven't done it before and want to support the family or try a new form of exercise?
So it's an hour-long class,
Okay.
set to a playlist, and you're gonna get deep muscle burn. Your muscles will be burning. You will get your heart rate lifted, you're gonna sweat, and leave feeling good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. I hear about Barre3 from so many people, so you really have a wonderful thing going here. And not only with your exercise studio, I see you guys doing things in the community all the time. They have a book club. They have ways to give you confidence and make you feel good, and just really building people up to be their best. That's funny. Did you throw that? Okay, she's so cute. So back to Stacy, but you need to sign up for the class, right?
Yes, please sign up. I know I just looked this morning, and the 4:15 is starting to fill up, so we really want you to sign up ahead of time. And
Online?
Sign up online or give us a call at the studio.
And what's your online address? Is it?
If you head to barre3.com, that will lead you to our
can enter.
studio. Yeah, you
Okay.
can look for Washington and Camas. It's
Okay.
under Vancouver Camas.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right. So if you can't make it to class, or you're just not able to come that night, there are so many ways to still help out the Quarry family. So tell me what your GoFund page is. How can people find you? GoFundMe.
Well, there's all sorts. The easiest way is probably just to go to GoFundMe.com
Okay.
and search Sadie Quarry.
Sadie Quarry.
Camas is what I did, because I just made a few modifications to it recently. Because it initially started off as a kind of place for the industry to be able to kind of take those events and it's gone into this, okay, it's extending past our business. So, yeah, that's the easiest way to find it. You'll
Okay.
see our family kind of
Okay.
picture pop up, so that's
Awesome.
one way.
Okay. Any other ways, or I want to make sure that we can support you. Probably that will get to you for sure.
Yep, that's the easiest.
All right, and you can figure out all the many ways that it can help your family.
Well, yes, we've been very humbled by
Yes,
that process.
That's
for
awesome.
sure.
So at the end of this interview, I'm also going to put the link for Barre, so you can go to that class if you'd like to, and also a link for the GoFundMe page so that you can find this awesome family. I encourage you, if you are ever pondering something that would be great to donate to, I think we've met some great people today. So Sadie, I want to say thank you. Was it okay to take your picture today? Yes. Do you have a great mommy and daddy that love you? Yes. What about those brothers? How are those brothers?
What are
they-
their names?
What are
Are-
your boys' names? Tell her, what's your brother's name?
What? Jake and Mel.
Jake and Will.
Oh, Jake and Will love that you gave them a shout out. All right, thank you for listening today. I hope we have brought you some love, some inspiration, and just know that there is good going out there. And if you want to send prayers, good thoughts, good vibes to Sadie, they would love them. So thank you so much, family, for meeting with me. I appreciate it. And thank you, Stacy. Yes. All right, this is Just a Girl in Camas, Alicia King. Thank you. Bye. Want to say bye?
Bye.
All right. Perfect. Yay.